Hello, friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Breck Rowell. All right, you may recall that a few days ago when I was at work, I actually left a live stream running all day and just allowed the cats to basically control the live stream that day. I pointed it at the location where Bite was most likely to take his morning naps and just let it run for about 13 hours. And I kind of thought, it was just going to kind of be a joke, but it turns out people really enjoyed that. And I checked in all day long, and 2/3 of the day the couch was empty because Bite went upstairs to sleep on his shelf with his sister. But people continued to watch. I had like thousands of views on that, and people watched it all day. And I realized that I was sort of providing a service when I did that, because it wasn't people paying attention really what was going on. People were just talking to each other. And I thought it was kind of cool that I kind of created a forum where people, a bunch of my viewers that all kind of have that thing in common, and maybe, Jordan in common, could all just kind of sit down and kind of enjoy their day and talk to one another and socialize and just kind of have fun doing that. So I kind of decided I want to do that a little bit more, but I did feel a little bit guilty about accepting super chats on that day. So I think what I am going to do is in the future, I'm going to try and turn off the super chats, and just so that, there won't be any of that. But I have noticed that over the last few months when I've been doing live streams, I have been getting a whole lot of super chat money from people who are saying, hey, buy some kitty treats for the cats. Use this for that. Now, the truth is the cats love the kitty treats, but they don't eat enough of them to keep up with the amount of money that's coming in. So because I kind of want to do another one of these all-day live streams of the cats, I want to actually maybe try and create an environment that might encourage the cats to be down and be active, so that you actually have something to look at during the day. And so what I think I'm going to do today is I'm going to go over to the local PetSmart, and I'm going to see if I can find like an activity toy for the cats. I've seen things like on TV that have like a little something that moves under a blanket, and it encourages the cat to chase it around. And I used to have something that rotated around, had a little laser beam that moved around kind of randomly. And I think I'm going to go try and find something like that, and I'm going to buy that with the super chat money that people have contributed in order for me to buy kitty treats. And that way, what we can do is the next time I do one of these live streams where I let it go all day and just have the cats be the entertainment, I can set that up, and the cats will be able to play with that, and that'll maybe hopefully encourage them both to come down and be a little active and be a little entertaining, and give you something to watch while I'm at work, and still give you the opportunity to visit and socialize among yourself. So I'm going to go over to PetSmart right now, and I'm going to see what I can find, and let's see what we come up with. I think I'll be able to find something cool that I know that they'll like. I know that they're generally into anything that moves. So if I can get something that plugs into the wall that will move and kind of keep them active, I think we could probably get both of them into camera range and get some kind of cool footage of them for these live streams. Because I do think I want to do another one of those, at least for the time being, while everybody's kind of socially isolated, give you something to go to where there's a forum where you can just talk to people and, enjoy what's going on and just kind of forget about all the craziness that's going on right now. So let's take a trip over to PetSmart. All right, we are at PetSmart. Let's go in and see what we can find to entertain the kitties. All right, I had to look a little bit to find exactly what I was looking for. Didn't find exactly what I'm looking for, but I think this will be kind of fun. What it is, it's a little white base here with a feather attached to it that kind of spins around and makes noise when the cat's bad at it. And it's got a little place where you can put a little catnip in it too, so I think that'll help also. We'll kind of put this in there, and I think that'll maybe, get them to be a little bit more active and perform for the camera. So we'll see how that works. All right, so after returning from PetSmart, I actually decided I wanted to also go over to Target and see if they had anything kind of fun for kitties, because I didn't really find exactly what I was looking for. I really wanted something that I could maybe plug into the wall so I wasn't having to worry about replacing batteries all the time. But I guess if you really think about it, you probably don't want something that you're encouraging animals to interact with, to have electrical wires going out. So maybe that's what's going on there. But I think I kind of found something that kind of is the next best thing, because that toy that I did find at PetSmart, it has kind of an auto off feature. So while it does run on batteries, what the thing is, it seems like if it's ignored for a little while, it kind of goes into a power saving mode, and then if something comes and bats at it again, then it comes alive and it starts moving around and tries to encourage a little bit of play. So maybe that's the next best thing. But of course the thing doesn't come with batteries, so you got to provide your own. But I typically have double A's in the apartment, so it should be fine on that. But I did go over, like I said, to Target, and I found kind of a little cat tree / entertainment center. It isn't really a cat tree so much as it's like a scratching post, because it's only probably about 20 inches tall, but it's got some like stuff to keep the cats entertained too. So I decided to get that too. So I'm gonna get those things both out of the box and let's just see what they look like. So this is the first thing we got. I got it all put together, and basically it's just a couple of AA batteries in there. And supposedly it has kind of an auto off mode. So if the cat loses interest in it and nothing happens for a certain period of time, it supposedly shuts down like this. But supposedly if the cat comes and bats at it, it'll wake up again. Yeah, there it goes. And that's what it kind of does right now. Gets itself stuck in corners. So I didn't even touch it that time. It's got kind of this random motion, so that and like I said, then if nobody messes with it for a little while, then it'll just shut down and it'll wait. And it's got one other thing going for it too. It's got a little reservoir where you can put catnip in it. So I actually bought some catnip, and that's in there too. So hopefully that should make this thing even more interesting to the kitties. I don't know. We'll see. And there it just went to sleep because nobody was playing with it. So I guess that's a good way to save batteries, right? Alright, and then this is the second thing I got. This is like just a little scratching post. Like I said, it's about 20 or 24 inches tall, but it's got this little fuzzball thing on the side of it that they can kind of bat around. There's also a little ball that they can get in here and kind of play around with, so they can stick their paws in there and move the ball around and have fun with that. So I don't know, I thought that seemed simple enough, and they'd probably like it, and they'd probably enjoy scratching and rubbing up against it. So I don't know, what I think I'm going to probably do is we'll figure out some place to put these things that, we'll have to maybe figure out some way to keep this thing from getting out of camera range, because this thing kind of strikes me as something that might walk away if you give it a chance. So we'll come up with something to kind of corral it into the camera area, and we'll see what we can do with these. Maybe we can, entice the kitties to be a little bit more playful and a little bit more entertaining during the future 12-hour live streams when I'm at work. So I don't know. We'll see if those are any fun. They at least seem like they have the potential to, keep kitties occupied, whether they're in the mood to or not. Alright, so I think that's about all I have to show you today. Hope you enjoyed that one, and look forward to seeing some future Bite and Nibble live streams. So anyway, thank you everyone for watching, as always, and I will see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night.